before you start, always ensure you're wearing your correct PPE. Long sleeve jackets or top, gloves suitable for the task, safety glasses, hard hat and boots.
Cool.
Before you start, make sure your locating bracket and locating fan are okay, there's no cracks, so the lid will stay up when you push it up. Make sure it's in place before you let go, so you don't want it falling back down. Please ensure before you start anything, you always read the instructions on the back of the cabinet door. So to start with, make sure you've got fuel, which needs to be unleaded, 97 grade or above, which is a super grade unleaded. Check your oil by twisting the oil cap out at the back of the engine. And that's your dipstick. Put it back in, turn clockwise, ensure it's sealed. We then check the pump oil by removing this dipstick, which is just a pull out dipstick. As you can see, there is oil. Never remove this cap with the engine running. Before you remove this cap, ensure you open this valve to release any pressure that is built up inside that tank. Once that is complete and there is no pressure coming out of the valve, it is then safe to remove the cap and fill with water. Once the cap is back in place, there is an R-clip which goes through there, through the next one, to prevent persons from opening it. You can see here and here, these are your waste sight glasses to determine your levels of waste. Once it gets to the central point of your highest sight glass, we suggest you stop vacuum and empty the tank. So to start the engine from cold, you want to switch your fuel on over towards the engine. Put your choke over to the left. This is for cold starts. Come to the ignition, turn the ignition on, hold over until it fires up. So when the engine's running, make sure you push the choke over back to the right hand side towards the engine. This is to stop it flooding. The pump handle situated at the top will determine whether the tank is pressurising, meaning you can pump the waste out of the tank, or gravity, where the waste will fall out of the tank once the valve is opened, or suction, where it will remove waste from whatever you need to remove it from. If you wish to use the gravity feed with the water, put the pump handle to the central position, and that will allow gravity feed of the water. When you require waste removing into the tank, you will put the handle over to the suction position with the valve pointing down. If you wish to empty the waste tank via pressure, you put it over to position 1 and open the handle on the valve to that position. These back trailers are designed for just removal of wet waste, no solid objects, and nothing that can solidify whilst in a tank, such as concrete. So, if you have a loss of suction, chances are it's because it's overfilled. This ball will then rise into this position it shuts the pump off and stops the vacuum. To rectify this, you're going to have to empty the tank as discussed in the previous videos. Sometimes this ball will not come back down from the position it is up there, so you will have to remove this by unscrewing this clockwise, pulling the ball back down into this position as seen here, and then re-screwing this back on in an anti-clockwise manner. Another cause of loss of suction can be a blockage anywhere from here all the way down the target sail hose. To determine where the blockage is, the best thing to do is unclip this hose, which is just 2 wings, pull it out, start the vacuum, see if you've got vacuum there. If you've got vacuum there, that means the blockage is within the hose. Then check in there to see if there's blockage. If there is blockage, remove that blockage. Put it back on. When emptying using the pressure in the tank, ensure you are on pressurise, which is number 1 on the pump. Connect your 3-inch male bearer to your outlet, to your waste, wherever it is being pumped to, and then open the tank. You must ensure all valves are shut